The wind howled through the ancient trees that lined the estate, whistling a ghostly tune as it passed through the cracks in the mansion's walls. Lizzie Borden sat at the window, her eyes distant and hollow, staring at a world that had long since turned its back on her. The room was dimly lit by a single flickering candle, casting eerie shadows that danced atop the dusty surfaces of antique furniture. It was said that Liz's spirit never left this place, eternally bound by the horrors of her past and the blood that stained her hands. Even now, the whispers of that fateful day echoed through the halls. August 4, 1892, the day when her father and stepmother were brutally murdered with an axe. Lizzie had been acquitted in court, but the small town of Fall River had already pronounced her guilty. She became an outcast, a specter in her own right, judged by the court of public opinion with a sentence that lasted a lifetime. But not all believed in her guilt. Detective Samuel Hawkins had always sensed there was more to the story, that deeper secrets lay buried beneath the layers of history and suspicion. As he explored the mansion, a sense of unease gnawed at him. The walls seemed to whisper secrets, and shadows appeared to shift just beyond his peripheral vision. After gaining special permission to investigate the house, Hawkins found himself drawn to a peculiar set of circumstances. He documented every creak in the floorboard, every gust of wind, and every flicker of light. Liz's presence seemed omnipresent, but it was unclear if it was her spirit or merely the weight of legend. One night, as the clock struck midnight, Hawkins felt drawn to the attic, a place rumored to be fraught with supernatural activity. He climbed the narrow staircase, the air growing colder with every step. When he reached the top, the door swung open with an unsettling creak, revealing an old wooden chest adorned with iron locks. His heart raced as he opened the chest, revealing faded photographs, a blood-stained dress, and a diary. The diary's pages were brittle and yellowed with age, but the ink remained legible. As he read, a new narrative began to unfold. Liz's entries painted a portrait of a woman tormented by her stepmother, exploited by her father, and ultimately driven to madness. But within the loopy handwriting and cryptic language, Hawkins found a mention of a third party, a mysterious figure who had threatened Lizzie and her family. Liz's diary concluded abruptly, the final page describing a meeting with this shadowy figure the day before the murders. Hawkins realized that the true killer might never have been Lizzie at all, but someone who had succeeded in vanishing into the annals of history, a phantom hidden in plain sight. With renewed determination, Hawkins dug deeper into local archives, discovering old newspaper clippings and police reports that had long been forgotten. He traced a thread of evidence leading to a former business associate of Liz's father, a man with a motive and a history of ruthless actions. In the end, though Hawkins found enough circumstantial evidence to question the original narrative, the man's whereabouts were still unknown. The newfound clues reawakened the town's curiosity, leading to a reopening of the investigation. Nevertheless, Liz's name remained tangled in a web of mystery and dread. As Hawkins turned the final page of her diary, he couldn't help but feel that some shadows are never meant to be fully unveiled.